Here we are. Are we in Mexico?
Are we?
I think we are.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at the hat.
Yeah. Little epoxy that'll stay right on.
Buenos dias, amigos. You might be wondering about the attire. We're going to do the food of the Czech Republic. No. Of Mexico.
Oh, yes.
And we wanted to, I think, tell at least the American people that Mexican food is not just burritos, tacos, guacamole, and fajitas.
It isn't?
No, there's more stuff that, like we're gonna do. I'm doing a chicken mole, and George is doing a
Fish Veracruz.
fish Veracruz, all right?
Pescado.
These
Veracruz.
serapes are very warm, so we're gonna either stop the cameras or just get out of them.
But first, I think I should twirl, don't you think? I'll get this
So we
off.
didn't have them in extra large. So
Oh, gee, this is...
it looks like Christopher Lloyd in Back to the Future. Sorry. I'm going to do mine first. The original recipe, we modified it from a chef in Oakland, pardon my Spanish, La Guerrera's kitchen. We've changed it a little bit to speed up the time. First step, you heat about a quarter of a cup of vegetable oil, not olive oil, and I'm going to briefly add 6 cloves of garlic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think the oil's hot enough.
A cup and a half of chopped onion. And then I'm going to add 2.5 cups of chopped tomatoes. A little bit of salt. I was telling George I was very nervous about this recipe because it calls for, as you will see, 5 different types of chili. I got one type of chili. It was about 30 miles away. The rest I had to go to Amazon.
Wow.
And the mole,
Dedication.
which is chocolate, and you must use Mexican chocolate.
It's different. It's not Hershey's.
It's different. It's
Not Hershey's.
In fact, if you're just going to bite into it, I would prefer Hershey's.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like
Yeah,
a-
no, it's bitter.
It's
yeah.
it's bitter and it has a sort of a
Yeah,
coarse
yeah.
flavor.
Yeah.
What do you think? You think those onions are softened?
No.
No.
Oh, yeah. Oh. We're going to have to clean this floor. You
I know it's going to be.
You know, this is not.
We would like to thank Bob and Julie Keys
Yes.
for the use of their kitchen.
Yeah. For the last time.
For the Bob
I think
is
this
here.
could be the last time that
Julie,
we
Julie did a vamoose. She left for the left coast,
Yes.
Catalonia. She got out of here.
She's smart.
Would you hold that for a second? Just
Sure I will.
take off the top of the blender.
So that it will
So
actually
it'll go on
go
Bob
to the
and
ceiling.
Julie's, ceiling.
Ceiling, yeah.
Because it's hot.
I was hoping you would do that.
And you put a dish towel or a paper towel, we're going to do, over the little spot. It's actually just about 30 seconds.
Oh, look at that.
Voila.
It's a beautiful color. I don't know if you can see that. It's just nice.
Quarter of a cup, half a cup. What do you say? Chile pasilla, dried mulatto chilies.
Mulatto.
Yeah. I'm using 2 of each. Chile de arbol. I speak a little French, a bit of German, next to nothing in Spanish.
No Spanish. I can
Just
tell.
from the movies.
Yeah.
Hasta la vista, baby. Chili guajillo. Kind of, they look nasty, but they're good. And finally, the ancho chili. And ancho chilies are actually available in a lot of supermarkets.
They are.
Locally.
Man. Now, are these all hot peppers or they go the range?
They vary. Beware of the little red guys.
Yeah.
They can be nasty.
It's like an alert. Yeah. Okay.
Some of them look rather disgusting, but in the dried state. And you don't remove the seeds. If you know a lot of cooking, you always take out the seeds.
Yeah.
With these, you just remove the stem.
I'm fascinated, Paul.
And we're going to add the little red guys.
Yeah, those are the ones. Yeah, sure. You have to be careful of that. That'll be the end of me for the rest of the day.
Do you remember the time we did the Indian food? And
I do.
oh boy, scratch my eye.
That was a little hot.
By the way, Will, we probably should bring it up. I had to leave. I ended up in the emergency room of the local hospital. George was telling people I was there because of that condition you have that lasts for 4 hours. But no, it wasn't that. So I was feeling lightheaded, shaky, perspiring. Jorge here wanted to call the 911. I said, no, just get my wife. She took me to the emergency room of the local hospital, and the blood pressure was 80. And the nurse is looking at
That's
me
my
like,
age, Paul.
why are you alive? So they do the blood test and all this other stuff. They saline solution. I was dehydrated. The doctor said, where's the pain? I said, right here. He said, well, that's a little different than normal.
Yeah, sure, shouldn't.
And I said, well, I got to tell you, I did 125 crunches at the gym. And he said, do one in the bed. So I did one. He had his hands there, and he says, oh, yeah, you did a number on those muscles.
That did it to you.
Great comment by this
that
doctor who I had just met. He says, from now on, take it easy, Tarzan. So,
Take it easy, Tarzan.
yeah. So we have that in there. Now, I'm going to do something that's kind of weird. We have, if I can get this name right, pepitas, which is actually like a pumpkin seed. So we're using pumpkin seeds,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, those are good.
And toasted sesame seeds. 1/4 cup of the pumpkin seeds and about 1/4 cup of the sesame seeds. It's always good to dry the sieve before you put it in the oil. But I just did that for a little excitement.
Water and oil.
A little excitement. You only do this for a few seconds. You want to just kind of brown them up a bit. Kind of cool though, isn't it?
Very cool. Except for the water.
Except for water. Add this to the chili mixture. It's getting pretty intriguing, isn't it? You're not going to believe what I'm going to do with this.
I'm all ears.
I'm going to take 2 tortillas. This is going to blow your mind.
Yeah, that's why I'm back here. Yeah, very nice.
Watch it puff up. Look at that.
Look at that.
Huh?
Beautiful.
Isn't that wild?
I like that.
Air rushes out. You do it for 10 seconds, 15 seconds.
You do it in that same oil, so you get
Same
some
oil.
of the flavor.
So you got the flavor from the chilies.
Yeah.
And the flavor from the seeds. I love this part when it pops up. Look at that.
Yeah. How does it know?
Oh, it's like an alien. Look at it.
Yeah.
Do you see that movie,
Yeah,
Alien?
I like
Remember
that.
movie,
Oh,
Alien?
yeah.
We're making a mess here. Was the cleaning crew coming? What time did they arrive? Now,
Yes.
we let them dry for a bit, and we take a bolillo.
The what?
Bolillo.
Bolillo?
It's basically a Mexican bread. Try to find one. So I'm using, and it's perfectly acceptable, part of a baguette. Let's tear off a piece or two here. I'm going to add it to the chili mixture and seed mixture. 1 3/4. Close to 2 cups. Add the bolillo. Isn't this wild? Believe it or not, folks, it tastes dynamite when you're all done.
Oh, now you put that in?
Yeah. Crispy. Whoop.
So it's kind of a bread pudding.
And chilies.
Yeah.
Cool, huh?
Instead of apples, you use chilies.
Yeah.
Easy as pie.
I'm going to use half of this. So 1 1/2 goes into it. You've got to make sure that the bread has soaked up the chicken stock.
Yeah.
And I think we're there.
Looks good.
So now we go back to the blender.
Wow. Ooh.
Crazy, huh? Pretty interesting, huh?
Yeah, it is. Oh, that goes in there.
Yeah. Are you ready for this? 2 discs. It's a tough word to say, discs. Of Mexican chocolate.
With almonds?
No,
Oh, no almonds.
it's not Mexican Joys.
It looks like it's sauce for 25. Is it?
Yeah, we have a big family coming.
Yeah.
I have already, as I think I had mentioned, a lot of recipes for this call for you to boil the chicken in water.
You did?
I found it offensive. So I bake them. And put that puppy right in the mole sauce. You let that simmer for 20 minutes. Mole Fierro. Let me say fire. Fierro. It's part of the show. We're looking for a new insurance broker to cover the production program. If you know of anybody,
My God.
give us a call. Stop.
¿Qué pasa?
Mi mariachi hace lo que quiere.
¿Por?
No sé.
Ah, se está echando unos escuincles.
Qué raro. Sigamos.
Pescado a la Veracruzana. Fish Veracruz, okay? And it's not going to be served in any kind of taco thing. It's not the way you eat this, okay? You need a pan with a top on it because we're going to braise this eventually. Braise this fish.
Brazen.
Brazen. You're quite brazen sometimes, you know that? Yeah. And I use EVOO, extra virgin olive oil, but you don't have to. And out comes the mandolin. Now, you may wonder why I wimp out and use this. That blade is extremely sharp, and you do not want to fool with that blade. Did you smell that? Ooh. Very, very nice.
Subtle,
Yeah. Oh,
like us. Subtle.
subtle.
Sizzle.
A little bit of sizzle.
What's that?
A little bit of salt. This is chopped garlic. He gives me a hard time when I use the already chopped garlic. I personally chopped this garlic.
I can attest to that. He did.
Nice, fresh garlic.
I was talking to somebody in their 20s recently. I was telling them about the Red Skelton show. And they go, what? Red Skelton.
Red Skelton. And remember, at the place I work, which will remain nameless, I work with a lot of 20-somethings, and I do those same things.
When are you going to get a nose piercing like some of your co-workers?
Don't do that. No. Nope. Chili powder. Most chili powder has got other stuff in it. It's not too hot at all. And cumin.
Not Coumadin.
No, that's a blood thinner.
We should talk about our medication some show.
Do we have time? This is a short show. We don't have hours.
You still on the prune juice? Keep you regular?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Best thing. It's cheap,
We
too.
don't want to stop production like we did the last one on the Moroccan food.
No. If you will get the white wine, these again are just diced tomatoes. You can again take fresh tomatoes and dice them. Fresh thyme. Do you have the thyme? Oh, sorry. I said
We
that.
don't need no stinking badges.
Yeah.
Did you see that movie, Treasure of the Sierra Madre, I think it was, with Humphrey Bogart?
We are federales, you know, the mountain police.
If you're the police, where are your badges?
Badges? We ain't got no badges. We don't need no badges. I don't have to show you any stinking badges.
I have a lot of codfish here.
I like cod.
Yeah.
It's a little bit beefier or meatier than haddock, you know?
Yeah. But you can use any white fish.
Any whitefish?
Yep. Here's a trick. I'm going to take a piece of cod here, not too thick. I'm going to cut this down, and there's a thin part over here, which I'm going to cut off. Okay, so I
The
have,
Canadian rule.
what's that?
Oh, goodness. We have to go through this again.
The Canadian rule? Okay.
10 minutes to the inch you cook.
What I can do is cut them and fold them over so that they're a little bit thicker and cook those. But I'm only going to do 4 of them anyway. So we're going to nestle, I love that word, yeah. Okay, the fish in here. It looks good already, doesn't it?
It does, actually. It's very attractive.
Yeah, of course. All right, so a little pepper. What will we do without pepper and salt? Has all those extra minerals.
I knew a guy that was on the 1952 U.S. Olympic hockey team. Now, a lot of the games they played, all open stadiums, open rinks. Some of it was in the Arctic Circle. And the Norwegians told them to ski or to skate barefoot in the skates, but line them with pepper. And I said, did you do it? And he said, yeah, we didn't know if it was real or not, but the Norwegians were good hockey players. Isn't that a weird thing?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait a minute, I forgot the most important ingredient here. What the wine will do is brighten it, about a half cup. Not too much because I want to drink the rest. The minute I put the wine in, he wants to dip it. So this fish takes about 10 minutes. Paul's takes an hour and a half, 2 hours to do.
I got to tell you a funny story about the chocolate. I ordered the chocolate from Amazon, and the envelope comes, the next day or 2 days. I look up in the corner. Where did it come from? It came from someplace in California. Mm-hmm. I open it up, and it's Taza chocolate. Taza chocolate is made in Somerville, Mass., which is about a 30-minute drive from here.
Maybe,
So
yeah.
I order it from Amazon. It goes to California. They get it from Somerville, and then they ship it back to me.
Well, if they took it directly from Somerville, it would only cost half as much.
They could have droned it to me.
Yeah.
We're going to be serving this in a minute, but before we do, we got a lot of people to thank. We got to thank Bob and Julie Keys again for allowing us here with making a mess out of their place. We got to thank the Ipswich Bottle Shop in Ipswich, Massachusetts, located on Route 1A, particularly Hans. And I would like to thank 2 guys from the Ipswich, Mass. YMCA, Bernie Bennett and Matt Foley, who both offered very good suggestions for this program. But on the advice of our attorneys, we didn't use them because we were afraid of the defamation suits that we might get from the federal government. And the government. Anyhow, we
Those
appreciate
things
it,
can
boys. We're going to lay the whole chicken quarter right on that
One per
rice.
person?
Huh? No. Dress it up if you would like with, parsley or cilantro or something like that. Get that onion that's hanging off the edge off.
And just imagine, we have rice over there, but you can imagine what the rice would look like with that on that. Now, doesn't that look like a nice, healthy meal? Huh?
You ready for your wine?
Absolutely. I chose a Pinot Grigio, mostly because I like Pinot Grigios, but also it's a nice complement to the fish.
The wine that Hans from the Ipswich Bottle Shop suggested was a red wine. It's a Zinfandel, and it pairs very well with the multi-flavors that are in this chicken mole. Hasta la vista, baby.
Happy guacamole to you. I'm going to do this some more. This is excellent.
Oh my God,
Is that good?
it's getting better.
There's steam coming out your ears. With all those chilies in there, I thought this would blow your head off.